Hello everyone, my name is Lokesh and a warm welcome to my channel. I am the founder of Job Ladders Recruitment Consultancy based in Mumbai. Today I am going to give you 5 important tips on how to negotiate on your salary increment in your employment with your current organization. So stay with me till the end of this video to learn more on today's topic. But before we begin, let me remind you that if you are a first time viewer or if you have landed on my channel for the first time, then click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you will receive the notifications of my videos as soon as I upload them. So let's begin this video. The negotiations on your salary increment in the current organization is just as important as the negotiations on the salary offer during an interview in a new organization. But just merely asking for an increment just because you have completed another year of service with the current organization is not at all justified. You need to evaluate and measure yourself and see as to what have you achieved during this 1 year. What value have you given to your organization? Have you contributed substantially in the achievement of the organization's goals and objectives? It also needs to be seen whether you would be able to justify your expectations concerning the salary increment, which I believe should be in proportion to the contributions that you have made towards the success of the organization. And not only this, but you also need to introspect yourself and decide as to how long you intend to continue with this organization. So let's go ahead and discuss about some of these tips in detail. Tip number 1. Review your performance during the last 1 year. The employees need to self-review themselves and measure their performance in comparison with the standards set by the organization for their employees. Make a list of all the important tasks that have been performed by you over a period of the last 1 year. Try to make a note of all the deadlines that you have met while completing a specific assignment or a project. This is the very first step that you need to do, because after all the organization will be measuring this parameter of yours to decide on the scale of the salary increment to be given to an employee. Now let's say on a scale of 1 to 10, any score of around 7 and above with regards to your performance will be considered as an ideal one. More the score, more will be your chances of securing an attractive salary increment. Tip number 2. Know your position. An employee needs to know as to what his position is in the organization, what kind of roles and responsibilities he has carried out during the last 1 year. You need to review if you have performed any responsibilities which were outside the operational jurisdiction of your position. Make a list of all such tasks and see as to how they have helped you in bringing out the best out of you. The employers always like it when any employee adopts an out-of-the-box thinking approach towards the completion of their tasks and objectives. This one will surely enhance your performance ratings whenever the employer has to work out a decent salary appraisal structure for the employee. Tip number 3. Know your organization's financial standings. Now, no matter how well you have performed during the year, the extent of the salary increment will also depend upon the financial richness of the organization. If the organization has earned more profits than which has exceeded the targets, then the company will be in a better position to grant its employee a very decent appraisal. But this would not be at the expense of the quality of your performance during the year. And also, it makes more sense that more the profits, better are the chances of getting a rewarding appraisal. Tip number 4. Know your organization's appraisal policies. Now, once you are aware about the organization's financial standings, you also need to know about the appraisal policies of your organization. It's true that the organization has a confidentiality clause with each of its employees, which clearly states that an employee is restricted from sharing his salary structure as well as his appraisal figures with another employee. But as we know, the employees somehow are able to know about the salary and the appraisal components of another employee. This way, we somehow get an idea about the organization's appraisal policies, which tells us that how far an organization is ready to go to retain its deserving employees. But we need to understand that the organizations have a specific budget allocation of funds towards the appraisals of its employees. So no matter whatever your expectations are or how deserving you are, the organization will not be able to go beyond this allocated budget under any circumstances. Tip number 5. Do not over exaggerate your appraisal expectations. An employee always has huge expectations from the organization when it comes to his yearly appraisals. Now he may expect to get an appraisal of around 20%, 25% or 30% from the organization. But the question arises is, does he have any justification for having such expectations? Has the employee put in all the efforts during the year towards achieving the company's goals and objectives? Has the employee been maintaining time discipline during the year? Has he maintained cordial relations with his subordinates, superiors and other co-workers? Apart from this, there are other factors also which come into play during your appraisals. It would be completely illogical to expect any sort of a decent appraisal if you have fallen short on any of these parameters. My advice is that you should not exaggerate your appraisal expectations without self-reviewing or analyzing yourself on these parameters. Remember, it's not about how much you need, but rather it is about how much you deserve. You are not going to get anything more than what you deserve. So I hope that you have much more clarity about how to negotiate on your salary increment with your current organization. In case if you have any queries, opinions or suggestions regarding the content that we have discussed in this specific video, then please leave a comment below. I will be replying to them personally on priority. See you again in the next video. Thank you.